Hello friends, I'm your host Daniel, and for this special I'm gonna show you the Nethercutt Collection here in Sylmar, California. Amazing classic cars like those ones that you see just behind me, and we're gonna have a little taste what is a classic in style from the 30s and beyond, and even before that actually I may say. I hope you stay with me for this adventure that is gonna be elegant, classy, and amazing. If you love automobiles like I do, this is a must to see here at the Nethercutt Collection in Sylmar, California. The museum has two buildings. For the first building, where I am right now showing you this portion of the collection, you only pay $5. If you want the guided tour, you pay $20 and you visit this building plus the second one across the street, and I strongly recommend. And we start the tour in a very luxurious, elegant way, looking at the Rolls-Royce Phantom. It's the only collection in the world that carries all 6 generations of the Rolls-Royce Phantom. I've never been a particular fan of this brand of car. However, it's undeniable that these cars are absolutely majestic. The collection is very extensive, and they have even more details on the, like this, radiator symbols they used to have in the old classic vehicles. And also parts, several different pieces of part that is like artwork. Back to the Rolls-Royce roll, and that is so many for all generations of Rolls-Royce, and the Phantoms are just beautiful. As you see in here, the painting, everything about those cars. All cars restored exactly to their original factory detail. Here comes the Bentley Mark 6. All cars in this collection are mechanically in working conditions. The restoration process of a classic vehicle like those in the museum can take several years. And the restorations are factory approved because they have the original details and manuals from each vehicle that they have in this collection. Look at the 1930 Cadillac. Notice the laces in front of the cars is because I was visiting during Christmas 2025. This particular Cadillac belonged to Cecil B. DeMille, movie director from Paramount Pictures. They made several classic films, including The Ten Commandments. I was honestly trying to get into details of the car and things that caught my attention, like this particular mirror, and this another radiator figure that I really enjoy showing in all this presentation. I spent a lot of time with pleasure reading all the details, what kind of engine, and the history of the vehicle that you see in the tags right next to the cars. Tells you who owned the car at a certain point, why the car ended up in the museum, and things like that. So enriches and enhances the entire experience and the collection. Look at this Cunningham, again another one in black and yellow, wonderful combination. I love cars, yellow cars anyways, especially exotic cars, they look amazing, and this is no exception. And now talking about serious Christmas motifs in this 1913 fire engine. Look at the details, look at the decoration. This is better than a Christmas tree, is like a, I don't know, come from a dream. And there is a Christmas tree right next to the left, so beautiful. One role that I spent most of the time was here at the Packards, which is one of my favorite cars ever. It starts in here, one of the most beautiful 1936 Packard, right next to 1956 Packard convertible, which was pretty much the last one built by Packard. I'm happy and sad at the same time. Happy because I got a chance to be here again and appreciate the style, the engineering, and all the design of these fabulous vehicles. And sad because today industry don't have that kind of vehicles anymore. They have very few special cars, even though we have more brands today perhaps than before, but in style we lost a lot. Sadly, modern vehicles, for me at least, they kind of look the same. They changed the brand, but the style is exactly the same. Hollywood royalty Rudolph Valentino's vehicle is here, and it is intact and running. Perfect conditions, beautiful to see it. Another one is Hudson 1952 Hornet. Absolutely beautiful. There's very few convertibles, and I'm lucky to see in this museum this one that is a beauty. The 1937 Cord, supercharged. I love those pipes coming out of the hood. Again, I'm not a car expert that can tell you exactly the functionality of those. And of course, if there is American car today that I'm always a fan, has to be the Chevy Corvette right here, the 1957, absolutely beautiful. I just can't get enough of the beauty of the Corvette, especially from the 50s. It's just beautiful design all over. Now we shift to the Ford T model, 1915, one of the first cars produced in series. From the T model, now from the roaring 20s with this Lincoln, marvelous, limousine style, gorgeous, impeccable. Now comes double pleasure. The 1937 Pierce Arrow, beautiful blue limousine attached to another beautiful blue matching the car trailer, the travelog trailer. And look at the details of the cabin inside the trailer, and this wood is out of this world. It's so beautiful. Look, I must say that this particular visit was a wonderful time machine travel back in time, in a time that I only can wonder the reaction of people seeing those cars on the streets throughout the days. Maybe for them didn't mean much because they used to see them anyways, like today when I watch a car and perhaps you don't give it the value that they deserve. For $5 you pay to see a Caliber museum with this kind of vehicles in it. Come on, it's a bargain. In a different room we have the vintage vehicles, convertibles, small cars, exotic vehicles like this DeLorean 1983 that you know from a very famous film. I don't need to say, you know exactly what it is. And also we can see the American Austin from the 30s, tiny little car. Or what about the Bugatti 1926? And of course, you're gonna see the Volkswagen Beetle 1946. Roscoe Arbuckle was a very famous comedian. He made a lot of comedies, made a lot of money too in the early 20s. That was his car that he should be seen at the studio. Well, if you miss Ferrari, here's one from 1967, California. Okay, now this part of the lower salon is located in a different building, different section, many cars. Right here I just took some pictures and made this montage, but there's many vehicles in the lower salon as we head to the Grand Salon. The best part of the tour, for $20 you have to buy special tickets to be here. It is the lower and the Grand Salon in the building across the street. Okay, this part is a replica. If you will go in 1930 to buy a car, the dealer will look exactly like this Grand Salon. The selection of vehicles here is pristine, and these cars that you're seeing has a huge, long history of famous owners. These cars goes, each car, in average over $40 million. They are winners from the Concours d'Elegance in Monterey, California, the most prestigious car showcase in the world. There is no other car collection with so many Concours d'Elegance winners like the Nethercutt Collection. You have the opportunity to see all winners together in this salon. That's why I think it's worth it to pay for the extra tour. As for myself, it's a privilege to pay to see this 1931 Bugatti, the Packards, the Cords, Mercedes, Rolls-Royce, and you name it, they have it. All classic cars together in this pristine, marvelous collection. But this part here is just the showroom is outstanding. And in the same building, you can visit, they have a large collection of antiques as well, and very interesting musical instruments. It's like the entire band plays in several interests. You gotta make this a special trip and worth it. The trip it took me in total, I spent in there about 6 hours. Look at the Duesenberg 1933 Torpedo. It's very rare to see a car like that because there's only few that still exist in the world. Another Packard, one more beautiful than the other one. It's hard to choose one. Look at the details on the hood of this early 1913 Mercedes. This beautiful Rolls-Royce used to belong to actress Constance Bennett. She made millions in the 30s and she owned the car until one day that her husband, in a bet with friends and drunk, lost the car and she divorced him immediately. All those cars has a very interesting history behind them. It's hard to choose what is the best part of this tour because everything is so interesting. You want to go in details, you don't have enough time. And again, if you like vehicles, this is the museum that you should prioritize your next visit here to California. It's not too far from Los Angeles and it's definitely worth it. At the end of this presentation, I must say that the Nethercutt Collection is more than only vehicles. They have also historical old instruments from the early beginning of the 20th century. It's amazing to see. You can do a full tour right here and it's just unbelievable what they have. Don't forget, if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and also put your likes. That is important for the channel. And see you guys in my next video.